Glad to see you're back in the right crew. Knew you had some sense.
protection. Contact. Hostile utilizing stealth tactics.
Feeling a bit nostalgic?
Attention. In the event of an emergency, remain calm and obey all safety and shelter instructions provided by Nuka World employees. Thank you.
taking too many rads. We need to move out.
Hey.
Where do you want me?
fate to us. Why, we've got sprayers all over Kitty Kingdom to keep you cool and irradiated. Where are you even going? At this rate, you'll starve to death in there.
Glorious day in a U.S. Army.
We've got company.
Oh, by all means, keep trying. You're doing great. Oh, by all means, keep trying. You're doing great. Baker, pastry maker. Shoot and slash and bite and breaker. Where are you even going? At this rate, you'll starve to death in there.
We may have a problem.
I guess I'm going to have to do it for you.
At Victoria!
Oh, by all means, keep trying. You're doing great.
U.S. Army.
Don't you think you're a little big for that ride? Around the middle, mostly. Though we do occasionally make exceptions for simpletons like yourself. Oh, are you feeling lost? Pathetic.
Hold up. Over there! Get him!
The Funhouse! And aren't we having
Other side's chained up.
Don't worry. The mirrors are too dirty to reflect anything. In your case, I'd say that's probably a benefit. Oh, by all means, keep
what's in here.
I'm through.
Listen to the sound of my voice.
One. Excellent.
There's something I'd like to...
begin! This is no time to piss your britches. We have a show to do. Now get to the stage.
And now, the show you've all been waiting for. Oswald the Outrageous!
I'll admit, I didn't think you'd make it this far. I can tell you're different than the usual invaders, so I'll not bother with the usual tricks and illusions I use to scare off the superstitious. When the bombs fell, everything changed. We changed. And somehow, I received a gift. Actual magic. The stuff of legends. Perhaps you'd like to see some. No matter what you do, I can heal my friends, and we will protect what is ours.
This is the part of the job that I love.
What are you doing out of costume again? You know Nuka fires people for breaking character. Yes, of course, I'm kidding. But seriously, the clown makeup helps scare the invaders off. And there's a new one. No, I don't think that's going to work this time. There's something different about this one. See, I can do that too. Stop squirming. Sorry. I know you can't help it. We just have to hold out till she gets back with a cure. Then we'll drive the raiders out and get the farm back in order. We'll fix this. I promise. There. Back in character. I need to prepare some more surprises for our visitor. So I'll leave you to find your way out.
Why are you bothering with that junk?
Well, it seems your asinine assault won't be dissuaded. Then I guess it's time for our final act. Join me on the roof of King Cola's castle, and we'll see an end to this production.
going up. Fourth floor.
You raiders are all the same. You come into someone's home, steal their belongings, and kill those they care about. I'm not going to let you kill any more of my friends. This is our home, not yours.
You realize your friends are feral ghouls, right?
They're not feral. They're sick. They can't help what they've become. It's an illness, and it certainly doesn't justify you trying to wipe us out.
What do you mean it's an illness?
Rah! It's an illness that affects the brain. We're going to find a cure, and we are going to drive you out of our home. We've defended this place for over 200 years. Do you think you're the first outsider I've met that's chosen to brand feral ghouls as monsters? How many of them have you needlessly slaughtered while ignorantly thinking you're doing the world a favor?
You've been here for 200 years? Why?
We worked here as entertainers until the bombs fell. The radiation may have changed us, but we decided to make this place our home. Over time, the illness took the minds of my friends, and those that we love. I am going to find a cure, and fix my friends before someone like you comes along and exterminates us all.
Ghouls like your friends. It's too late for them. The radiation changed them forever.
So you're admitting my friends are sick, and yet you try to kill them anyway? I'd say that makes you the only monster around here.
It's not a sickness. The radiation has consumed their minds. They've become feral.
You're wrong. Rachel is going to find a way to cure them. We're going to fix this. My beloved left this place years ago to find a cure to this disease. In return, I swore that I'd keep our people safe by defending our home. When Rachel walks back through those gates with the cure in hand, then you'll see, everyone will see, that I was right.
What if she never returns? How long are you gonna wait?
I will stay here for as long as it takes. I've already watched 200 years pass. What makes you think I can't wait 200 more?
If there is a cure, the only way she'll find it is with your help.
Maybe you're right. If Rachel is still out there, I'll find her, and we'll search for this cure together. I'll gather what remains of my friends, and we'll leave this place in your care. Don't worry about the radiation. It will no longer be a burden to you and your kind. Here, you should have this. Consider it an apology for misjudging you. Farewell.
We're taking too many rads. We
Can't
need to
open it
move
from
out.
this end.
I'll be damned, you actually did it. Nuka World is ours. All of it.
Why are you acting surprised?
Hey, no disrespect, boss. You've just gotta understand, we ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
Why bother with the Commonwealth? Don't we have everything we need over here?
That sounds like Coulter talking, boss. Ain't a good sign. Taking back Nuka World is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. Needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
You sure that's wise? We just got this place back on its feet.
Do you think it's wise to watch the gangs tear each other to pieces, fighting over what's left of this place? Of course you don't. So let's focus on avoiding that. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle. Right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nuka World. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
You trust this Shank guy?
You ought to know by now. I don't trust anyone. But Shank's on the level. I got no reason to think he'd screw us. Especially if he stands to profit as much as anyone.
What's he gonna do? Show him how to milk a Brahmin?
Maybe. If you ask him nicely. Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting Nuka World's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you want my advice, or if you want me to tag along, you've got it. Need something, boss?
Can you give me an update on Nuka World?
Don't worry about Nuka World for now. Stay focused on the Commonwealth, okay, boss?
I want to trade a few things.
Of course.
Look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long did it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
And what makes you think I've been convinced?
Well, if you aren't yet, you sure as hell should be. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
I wanted to ask about your role in this.
I'm listening.
Which gang do you work for?
Don't work for the gangs. Gage brought me in to work for the overboss. Plan was I'd advise Coulter in his grand scheme to run roughshod over the Commonwealth. And despite Coulter's change of heart, I've kept my ear to the ground, just in case that day ever came. I'm hoping today might finally be it.
What is it that you get out of helping me do this?
I've been well taken care of up to this point. I ain't greedy, but people with my kind of talents aren't common. All I'm looking for is a continuation of the lifestyle I've become accustomed to, and the same piece of the Commonwealth pie everyone else around here has been itching to take a bite of.
So what exactly is it you do?
I'll walk you through all the ins and outs of getting us established on the other side of those mountains. Claiming territory, running jobs, keeping folks loyal. Gage and Coulter also tasked me with keeping on top of the goings-on back there, so I'll provide you with guidance on the places we can hit and the places we can't. Kind of makes me your one-stop shop for causing havoc in the Commonwealth.
That was all I had?
So, does that mean you're ready to begin?
If I'm gonna do this, I don't want to hurt people.
No fun in that. But look, you're the overboss. You decide you want to sweet-talk the poor sods we're gonna be dealing with instead of filling them full of lead? That's up to you. But I can't change the fact that you're gonna have to run some people out of their homes so we can give them to the gangs. No one said being boss was gonna be easy. Now, you just say if this is something you're ready to move on.
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears. So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things: territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from, an outpost. And there are 2 ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
How does that choice affect our bottom line?
Well, settlers will probably rally some bodies if you try and wipe them out, but it's a guaranteed way to claim a spot. If you try to scare them off their land, there's a chance they might just tell you to take a hike. At that point, you might be able to buy them off. But it could end up getting expensive if you don't work them over a bit first. Beyond just that, there are some places out there overrun with trouble. Ghouls, children of Adam and the like. Those places aren't going to be interested in having a chat. So you're going to have more options if you go in guns blazing.
Let me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Once you've planted your flag in the place, I'll send a crew in to set up shop. Now, next up, you'll have to pick who you want to hold your outpost once it's established. Of course, Every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The operators.
Got it. I'm sure they'll appreciate you thinking of them. That just leaves the target. Now for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
We can't target certain settlements with certain jobs?
Unfortunately. Can't talk people off their land if there's no one around to talk to and the like. Most cases, I'll try to let you know why we can't target a place. But the biggest hindrance is if there's already some activity going on there. Though if that is the case, that Pip-Boy of yours might be able to give you some info on whatever might be blocking us hitting that spot. Now, you ready to pick that first settlement?
What were those targets you recommended before?
Croup Manor, Taffington Boathouse, Greentop Nursery, and the Slog. Again, I can't guarantee those will all be available targets till I check my notes. But if they are, they're certainly a good place to start. Now you ready to make your decision? Just gonna leave me in the lurch here, boss?
I'm ready.
Good. So, what's the target? Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
Does that matter?
Only if you want to keep control of it. Targeting a settlement for a job is gonna break whatever connections you might have had to the place. Worth taking a moment to consider how much you like having that spot under your thumb. So, that the target?
That one's the target.
Just wanted to make sure. So, to get these folks to scram, you got two main options. Buy them out, or scare them off. Either way, the more afraid they are, the simpler or cheaper getting them gone will be. Lizzie Wyeth over with the operators should have some toys that'll make running them off easier. And it's worth keeping in mind, the more populated or fortified a place is, the more prep you're gonna want to do before trying to run them off. Scare them good, boss.
Without all the candy, this place would be creepy as hell. Actually, it kind of is, even
Not
with
all the candy. This place is creepy as hell. Actually, it kind of is. Glad to see you're back in the right crew. Knew you had some sense.
Need to get back to Diamond City.
Hey, you.
Yes? What do you want?
Are you the one in charge around here?
About as much as anyone, sure. Now you want to tell me what it is you want?
There's a gang of raiders coming for this place. Mine. But if you leave right now, I promise you, you won't have any problems.
You want this place? Listen, not trying to piss you off here, but I'm not sure that's gonna work. This is home.
Look, I'm trying to help you here. You need to go. Now.
Oh, that's how it's gonna be. Fine. Take it. Place is all yours.
Just looking to trade a little.
Right. You're the boss.
Yeah. I'm thinking this place will do. At least once we get some supplies coming in. You ought to head on back, boss. Let them know how it went.
I highly recommend leaving some of that equipment behind.
Well, well. Rumor going around is that some big bad raider boss strolled into the Commonwealth and talked a group of settlers right off their land. Not too shabby. I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Let me talk to them. I'll get them to hand over what we need.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place once you get them to bend the knee?
The pack.
Works for me. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. The Slog might be a good choice to hit, though I'd have to confirm that's still the case. So, where you want to do this? Huh. Was that? Huh. I think that one's your territory, boss. You're sure that's the one you want to hit?
Does that matter?
Only if you want to keep control of it. Targeting a settlement for a job is gonna break whatever connections you might have had to the place. Worth taking a moment to consider how much you like having that spot under your thumb. So, that the target?
That one's the target.
Of course, boss. So, to get these settlers to cough up provisions, they need to know that we aren't a crew to be trifled with. You can try convincing them to pay up, or you could rough them up some. Let them know we mean business. Plus, having an outpost nearby gives us another option. Claiming the airwaves. Building a Nuka World radio transmitter at an outpost within range of the target will let them know we're closing in on them. Your Pip-Boy map should show you which outposts are close enough to serve. And if none of that works, well, I suppose you could always try paying one of them to convince the rest. Just bring us back something nice.
Shank.
Don't underestimate the power of beating the stuffing out of someone before you shake them down.
Hey.
Hey, you want to tell me what you're doing here?
You ever heard of Nuka World?
The theme park with all the raiders? Sure. Why?
I'm here to make you an offer. This place will supply me and my friends in Nuka World caps, food, whatever you got. In exchange, we won't bother you.
Oh, I don't know. A lot of hard work goes into this place. Can't just give it to you.
Listen, you're gonna start working for me now, all right? Just keep the supplies coming and we won't have any problems.
Look, I just can't do it. So I think you need to get out of here.
You want to do this the hard way? Fine. Let's do this the hard way.
Oh, you've gotta be kidding. Don't think I won't hurt you.
Hey, you.
The hell do you want now?
Listen, you're gonna start working for me now, all right? Just keep the supplies coming and we won't have any problems.
It ain't happening, all right? Now, I think you ought to go.
You and me? We're going another damn round.
You got beat, all right? Get out of here while you still got some dignity.
Listen, you're gonna start working for me now, all right? Just keep the supplies coming and we won't have any problems.
You're not getting anything. Now, please, how about you leave, huh?
How about you and I make a deal? You get this place supplying my people, I'll make it worth your while.
You'll pay me? Yeah. I guess I can do that. Everybody, I got some news. Don't think you're gonna like it.
Sounds like they're gonna tear the place apart if we don't get the hell out of there.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with. You did good. Now get going. The adults are gonna discuss this. Figure this would happen sooner or later. Our outposts caught the attention of some of our new neighbors in the Commonwealth. An outside crew of raiders think we're honing in on their territory. Sounds like they're planning to tear the place up, and our people with it. Suppose this provides us a good opportunity to make an example. You thinking what I'm thinking?
What can you tell me about this gang?
Not a whole lot. Our scout said the boss calls himself Sinner. Claims to have a decent-sized crew ready to take what we stole fair and square. Suppose he just needs to learn who his betters are. So, are you and I of the same mind on how that ought to get done?
Were you thinking about throwing an ice cream social too?
Wasn't my first idea. No. Look, boss. Raiders of the Commonwealth, all those mutts understand is force. And I'm thinking it's time you and them came to just such an understanding. But you should probably get going. You wouldn't want to keep our new friends waiting. Wouldn't be neighborly.
Hey, Shank.
Watch yourself. You of all people know what their kind's capable of.
Let's see what we found. Just a bunch of junk. What a waste of time.
Who's that?
I'm gonna be sick.
Good caps to be made protecting folk.
Make a move and I'll end you, Wastelander.
Hey there.
Good. You're here. Got word those punks were spotted not far from here, boss. Whole place is on alert. We'll keep an eye
all
out.
deaf or something? Where? You the Nuka World waste pile that thought you could move your gang into Sinner's territory and live? You give me one good reason I shouldn't slice you open and eat your heart right here.
Look, I'm sure there's a solution that helps us all here. Let's figure something out.
To hell with that. We got enough trouble from the other gangs around here, poaching our scores. Ain't no room for another crew. Now explain to me why I shouldn't just gut you.
You listen closely. This land is ours. So turn around and crawl back under whatever rock you came from. Right now.
Whoa, whoa, easy. Take it easy, all right? Sure, just, keep it. Place was a shithole anyway.
Stay here too long, we're gonna get sick.
There we go. Sweet.
don't think we're alone.
Weapons cold. Damn, lost him.
We may have a problem. Hold up. I think we're being... You're exceeding the maximum recommended payload for a ground defense creature.
Getting late. Do my best work after dark anyway.
My databanks are continuing to accumulate vast amounts of data regarding the Commonwealth.
This was weekly. Strong glad to be rid of it. Strong hope we find milk of human kindness.
I trust your...
You showed up just in the nick of time.
Hey,
If you need a weapon, come to the right place.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Here's what I got.
Hi there!
Hey, Shank.
Heard some rumbles, this one didn't get you either. Figure I shouldn't be surprised.
Oh no, Shank. I died. I'm a ghost.
Well, your secret's safe with me, regardless. So I suppose your recent success brings us to the next step. Loyalty. Without loyalty, everything that's yours ain't. And to keep a crew loyal, you need to keep them happy. Now, keeping raiders happy isn't real hard. Just have to make sure they've got their basic necessities, just like any other settlement. That they've got some things to keep them entertained, and that their food's taken care of, which, with raiders, well, isn't like dealing with other settlements. Now, if you want me to go into detail on any of that, you just say.
What can you tell me about entertainment for the outpost?
Well, it's a damn handy way to keep folks distracted if you're lacking in certain basics. Constructing pick-me-up stations or getting one of your crew working on a booze still will certainly help lift your outpost's spirits. And if the place has got a Nuka World transmitter powered up, you can construct amplifiers to help as well. Anything else I can answer for you?
Tell me more about providing food for the outpost.
So, managing your outpost's food can get a little tricky. No one ever joined a crew to dig in the dirt, so you'll want to make sure you've convinced enough settlements to supply your gang. People at the outpost can farm in a pinch, but they sure as hell won't be happy about it. Now, if you're ever wondering if your outpost has enough food, you should take a look in your Pip-Boy. It ought to have a page that'll show you everything your outpost currently needs, food included. If they're low on grub, it's probably time to get a new settlement supplying you. Or you could always drop some food direct in their workshop if it comes to it. Now, was there something else?
I want to know more about managing the outposts. Basic necessities.
Day-to-day needs. They're pretty straightforward. Just need to make sure you've set up solid defenses. Plenty of beds under cover, and enough clean water to go around. Not much more to it than that. Was there anything else?
I think I've got everything I need to know.
Sure. If you've ever got more questions, you come find me. Or you can always consult that Pip-Boy on your arm. No better tool to tell you what your outpost may be hurting for. Now, depending on the state of the place when you hit it, this first outpost might already have some of the bare bones set up. All you've got to do is build up what's missing. If you want to run some jobs to convince more settlements to start sending supplies, well, you know how this works. You just come talk to me. And I was thinking, with the outpost coming as far as it has, might be time I set up shop there. Save you a trip anytime you want to run a job. You just let me know if that's something that'd interest you. Be good to make some trouble in the Commonwealth again. So, there anything I can do?
Answer some questions for me.
Shoot.
Is there anything our outpost needs at the moment?
Yeah. Getting word they could use some more food coming in. If you want to run a job to convince a new settlement to cough up supplies, let me know. Was there anything else?
What do I need to take into account when intimidating settlements?
Well, the bigger and more fortified your target is, the more work you're gonna have to do to get them to crack. But using tools from the operators, building a Nuka World transmitter within range of the settlement you're trying to target, they'll make it easier. Plus, the more outposts you've got nearby your target, the more interested they'll be in what you've got to say. So, was there something else?
Remind me, what's the best way to keep outposts happy?
Well, you want to make sure they've got all the necessities, defenses, beds, water, and food. Ideally coming in from a settlement you've convinced to hand over supplies, but you can always drop some direct in their workshop if need be. Beyond that, you could build them some entertainment, a booze still, pick-me-up station, an amplifier if you've got a Nuka World transmitter set up. And if you're wondering what they're lacking, best thing to do is check your Pip-Boy. It's got a page with all the information you could need on what your outpost might want. I'm also willing to share whatever I hear. And lastly, don't make them farm. Lose a lot of goodwill from your gangs by making them pick fruit. You had any other questions?
Is there anything our outpost needs at the moment?
Yeah. Getting word they could use some more food coming in. If you want to run a job to convince a new settlement to cough up supplies, let me know. So, was there something else?
Is there anything our outpost needs at the moment?
Yeah. Getting word they could use some more food coming in. If you want to run a job to convince a new settlement to cough up supplies, let me know. So, was there something else?
That was it.
Got it. Something else I could do for you?
I want you to head to an outpost.
Yeah, sure. Where am I going? Need a little direction here, boss. Unless there was something else you wanted.
Nothing for now.
All right.
Market's been really busy lately. Guess things are going well.
Leaving us hanging?
it ain't exactly encouraging.
Overboss? Making trouble? Good. Welcome back. Not supposed to hurt the other gang. No rule against tricking them into hurting each other. Operators on top. Just like it should be.
Crews lost a lot of purpose when we got here and found it wasn't what Coulter promised. Idleness makes people weak.
Hey there.
You here to work? I've got something I think you might be able to handle.
What's up?
A request for support has come in from an outpost. They've collected information about a significant store of goods. Goods that should be ours. You'd help them collect.
Who are we talking about here?
Some raiders. Nothing more.
Think I'm gonna pass on that.
Up to you, Overboss. I understand if it's all too much for you to handle.
Made some good moves, boss. Guess Cage knew what he was doing for once.
Lizzie.
Overboss. A pleasure. Shank said you might need some tools to ease relations with the people of the Commonwealth. Well, you've come to the right place. I've put together a couple of toys that should make getting what you want out of those rubes easier. Only thing we ask in return is that you remember the operators when you're handing out new territory on the other side of the mountains.
What exactly have you got?
So, first up, something to manipulate a target. It's a homemade distillation brewed to mimic human flight pheromones. Toss one of these grenades at the feet of your target, and convincing the wary settler suddenly becomes a much simpler affair. Now, to function effectively, I had to make the formula precise. So it's not going to work on people in any of the big towns like Bunker Hill or Diamond City, nor on caravanners. But for your purposes, hitting settlements out in the Commonwealth, it ought to give you a serious edge.
So it only works at settlements. Are there any other restrictions I need to know about?
Nothing beyond that. I've been trying to get the formulas working better for more varied environments. But for now, the current brew should serve.
Stink bombs. Lovely.
Just give them a try first, Overboss. I think you'll enjoy the results. Here. Only had enough to make the one locally. But you can take the recipe as well, should you find yourself wanting more. So, the other trick up our sleeve is a little more broad spectrum than the grenades. Gulp down a couple lungfuls, and anyone you speak to will be far more apt to give you what you want. Plus, I've winnowed down the addiction risk to near zero, so no need to fear repeat usage. Here. Ingredients for that one have been tricky to find, but between that and the grenade, you should have no problem getting at least one settlement under your control before you have to brew up your own. And just remember us when you're crushing those poor settlers underfoot,
Hey, Lizzie.
So much money spent on this place, just to hawk some soda. Sad, don't you think?
Respect around here, you gotta earn it. Of course.
damn Nuka-Cola song stuck in my head again.
Caps, ammo, salvage, drugs. At least some of that's gotta be hiding in here.
No shortage of suckers in the Commonwealth. Makes life easy. So long as you're careful. Need something, boss?
Nisha seems to think you could make a difference. But for better? Or worse?
So many chumps, so little time.
You're exceeding the maximum recommended payload for a ground unit searcher.
Who do I need to rough up around here to get some more food? Seriously. Anyone who goes up against us won't know what hit them.
back hurts, my feet hurt, everything hurts.
Next person that asks me to shag is getting a well-placed kick, if you get my meaning.
Too weak.
Seems congrats are due on the outpost. Sounds like it's everything a group of murderous sociopaths could ask for. So, you ready for the final piece of the puzzle?
And that is?
Bodies. And not the kind the disciples like to leave sitting around. Because what you've made is a foothold. To solidify our place, our outfit's gonna need some real numbers. 2 more outposts carved from the Commonwealth ought to do the trick. Get all that together, and, well, we'll have a real base of power on our hands. With that kind of clout, we'll be able to start setting up dealers at our outposts. Get to selling stuff like real damn towns. We keep expanding from there, we'll even be able to set up spots where the locals can come drop off tribute. But I'm getting ahead of myself. For now, you'll want to start by claiming another 2 outposts. You just let me know whenever you want to get rolling on those jobs. So, boss, what's the plan?
Looking to run a job.
You got it. Just need the details. What job you looking to run?
I'm looking to have some words with the local settlement. Convince them to contribute to the cause.
Ought to take care of those new outposts first, boss. Then we can talk supplies. Now, if there's something I can set up for you, you just let me know.
About time I talked some settlers into providing us with supplies.
Ought to take care of those new outposts first, boss. Then we can talk supplies. Now, if there's something I can set up for you, you just let me know.
Organize a crew. It's time we got a settlement to cough up some supplies.
Think we should put claiming those new outposts to bed first. So if there's something else I can take care of, you just say so.
I want to claim another outpost for our gangs.
Got it. So how'd you want to approach it? Talk them into leaving yourself? Or you and a crew putting some lead in them?
I'll convince them to leave.
Sounds like a plan. And which crew should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The operators.
Sounds good. So, where you want to do this? Boss? That's one of the places providing us with supplies. You sure you want to target them?
There a problem with that?
Just means there's a better chance we could run low on grub, which could end up leading to some pissed-off outposts. Probably only want to target those spots if you absolutely have to. So, that's still the spot?
Actually, I'd rather not target that one.
Of course. You want to name a different target? Or a different job, maybe?
Remind me, what's the difference between the types of jobs?
Well, with jobs where you're trying to convince folks, not every settlement's gonna have someone who wants to chat. So you'll have more options using force. Also, can't say no to firepower. You try chatting with the settlement, they might just tell you to take a hike.
Let's try another target.
Alright. So, where do you want to hit? Huh. I think that one's your territory, boss. You're sure that's the one you want to hit?
That one's the target.
Of course, boss. So, standard runoff job. You can scare the hell out of them, or try to buy them off. Whatever you need to do to get them off their land. Any toys the operators gave you ought to make things easier. Claiming additional outposts within range of the target will also help make convincing them go better. but that's more big picture. Something to consider as you plan out future conquests. Happy hunting, boss.
Hey, you.
Yeah? Can I help you?
There's a gang of raiders coming for this place. Mine. But if you leave right now, I promise you, you won't have any problems.
Leave? Oh, thanks, but no thanks. Now, I think I'm gonna have to ask you to go.
Look, I'm trying to help you here. You need to go now.
Look, why don't you just do us both a favor and scram?
You stay here another minute, and trust me, you're gonna regret it.
Yeah, I'm thinking no. Now, if you don't have anything else...
You know what? I'm leaving.
And don't come back.
Watch it. We
Don't
only
think I
fire when
won't
we
hurt
need to. No prisoners! Tango down!
Hey there, boss. You looking for me to set up a couple jobs so we can start claiming those 2 outposts? Or did you need something else?
I'm interested in running a job.
Yeah. What kind of job we talking here?
It's time we took over another settlement.
And did you want to talk the settlers off their land yourself? Or should I rally some bodies to help you put them on ice?
I'll run them off their land myself.
Yeah, sure. And which crew should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The pack.
I'll send word along. Or howl or something. So, what's the target? Mm-hmm. Believe that spot's one of yours, boss. Still want to proceed?
That one's the target.
Ruthless. So, standard runoff job. You can scare the hell out of them, or try to buy them off. Whatever you need to do to get them off their land. Any toys the operators gave you ought to make things easier. Claiming additional outposts within range of the target will also help make convincing them go better. But that's more big picture. Something to consider as you plan out future conquests. But ultimately, it's up to you, boss. Good luck.
Hey. Oh, it smells like... Jeez. Oh, yeah? Something you needed? There's a gang of raiders coming for this place. Mine. But if you leave right now, I promise you, you won't have any problems.
Leave? Thanks, but no thanks. Now I think I'm gonna have to ask you to go.
You stay here another minute, and trust me, you're gonna regret it.
Christ, no need to do anything rash, all right? Land's yours.
Land's yours, okay?
I just want to trade a few things.
Right. You're the boss.
Everyone earns their place. Let's put in it. You remember...
Hey boss, just one more outpost to claim. You want me to set up that job, you just say. So, what do you need?
Was hoping you could arrange a job for me.
Works for me. What type of job did you want to run?
A new outpost. I want to get one set up.
Sure thing, boss. You gonna talk to them yourself? Or should I get a crew to help you put them in the dirt?
I'll go have a word with them.
Got it. And which crew should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The operators.
Deal. They'll be waiting for you. So, what's the target? Believe that spot's one of yours, boss. Still want to proceed?
That one's the target.
Just wanted to make sure. So, standard runoff job. You can scare the hell out of them, or try to buy them off. Whatever you need to do to get them off their land. Any toys the operators gave you ought to make things easier. Claiming additional outposts within range of the target will also help make convincing them go better. But that's more big picture. Something to consider as you plan out future conquests. But ultimately, it's up to you, boss. Good luck.
Hey, you.
Yes. What do you want?
I'm here for your land. You should leave while you can still walk.
Whoa, whoa. Take it easy, all right? Look, can't just abandon this place. It's home.
You stay here another minute and trust me, you're gonna regret it.
Christ, no need to do anything rash, all right? Land's yours.
You can't carry all of that equipment. Give some of it to me.
shank.
God damn it. Bad news, boss. The disciples have turned on us. Seems they didn't like how you were doling out territory. Nisha and her crew went and stormed Nuka World's power plant. The other bosses, well, they're waiting on you before they move in. You better get up there and put an end to those turncoats before they do something stupid. Well, something else stupid.
Looks like Nisha's dug in pretty well up there.
I knew that nut job would turn on us sooner or later. So, are we storming the place or what?
Think we're about to find out. The boss is here.
While you were away, Nisha gathered up her gang and took the power plant. If that bitch thinks she's going to get away with this, she's dead wrong. I'll tuck her in for a dirt nap myself.
How could you let this happen?
I'm sorry. Since when am I in charge of the other gangs? I thought that was your job.
God damn it. Sometimes I swear, this is like taking care of a bunch of children.
Careful now. Remember who's been on your side ever since you started planting our flags. Unfortunately, not everyone is so loyal. While you were away, word came back from the Commonwealth that you're favoring the operators and the pack, which we certainly appreciated. But, surprise, surprise, Nisha wasn't exactly thrilled to hear the news.
Yeah. She and her gang forced their way into the power plant. Now they've got the entire place locked down. She can't get away with it, boss. We all want in on the action.
Hey now, I already lost men trying to stop her. I won't be satisfied until it's my hands wrapped around her scrawny little neck, eyes popping out of her stupid little mask.
Both of you, shut up. Look, boss, this is your play. We'll follow you anywhere, but you have to swear to us that Nisha will be punished for her actions.
I hate to lose the disciples. Isn't there some other way?
They're lost already, boss. Nisha killed some of our own. She needs to pay for what she's done.
I didn't build all this up just to watch her tear it down.
Amen.
Let's do this.